What if the biggest threat to Selena Gomez's carefully rebuilt image isn't an ex, isn't a scandal, and isn't even the internet, but her own husband's podcast? That's the question fans have quietly started asking after a few viral clips from Blanco's new show began circulating online. And no, it wasn't a deep conversation or a shocking confession that sparked the debate. It was bare feet on a couch, crude humor, and a quick phone call that some viewers believe Selena didn't even realize would be aired. So what's really going on here? Is this harmless chaos, calculated branding, or a misstep that could slowly chip away at public perception? Blanco recently launched a podcast called Friends Keep Secrets alongside Lil Dicky. The concept is simple: unfiltered hangs, cooking, recording music, casual conversations, and friends dropping by. It's meant to feel raw and unscripted, almost like you're just sitting in the room with them. On paper, that sounds like the kind of relaxed, chaotic energy the internet usually embraces. But instead of trending for insightful moments, the show went viral for something else entirely. In one clip, Benny leaned back, put his bare feet up on the couch, and joked around while the camera kept rolling. Viewers immediately zoomed in. Screenshots spread, comments poured in, memes exploded. Headlines framed it as him not putting his best foot forward, and suddenly, what was supposed to feel authentic started to look careless in the eyes of critics. But the backlash wasn't really about feet. It was about what the moment represented. A while back, Benny had openly mentioned that he doesn't shower every single day.
Okay, I might not get to shower every day, but when I do, when I feel like I deserve it, I'm in there for so long contemplating life. I sit down in every shower I go in.
And prefers not to overwash, saying he likes natural oils and not stripping the skin. On its own, that's just a lifestyle preference. But when that older comment resurfaced alongside new visuals of him barefoot on camera, social media connected the dots instantly. Now, the jokes weren't just jokes, they became assumptions. People began building a narrative around him, painting him as unhygienic or immature. And that's when the conversation shifted from teasing to questioning Selena's choices. There's a big difference between playful internet commentary and constructing a full character narrative. Once the internet decides who you are, every new clip becomes supporting evidence. Benny wasn't just a producer experimenting with a podcast anymore. He became the messy guy in contrast to Selena's polished image. And that contrast is what fuels much of the discomfort. Selena Gomez is a global star, a rare beauty founder, an actress, someone whose brand feels curated and intentional. When fans see her next to chaotic, unfiltered humor, it feels jarring to some of them. Whether that reaction is fair or not is another conversation entirely. Then came the phone call moment. During one episode, Benny casually calls Selena while filming. He mentions they're recording, she responds briefly, and the moment is short and seemingly harmless. But viewers noticed she didn't sound prepared. She didn't sound like someone who expected to be featured on a podcast. Some online users began speculating that the call may have been included to boost attention by attaching her name to the episode. To be clear, there's no evidence of manipulation. It could have been a spontaneous, real-life interaction. But in today's hyper-aware internet culture, audiences question everything. When someone as globally recognized as Selena appears, even briefly, people wonder whether it was organic or strategic. This ties into another ongoing conversation about their relationship dynamic. Benny has told their origin story multiple times in interviews. He didn't realize—
I go all out for every date. We go all out for each other. Like one time she was like, oh, I want to take you on a date. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And she was like, okay. And then we drove somewhere and she had rented out like a whole botanical gardens for me. And I was like, oh. But then she also liked something so simple. For Valentine's Day, I got her Taco Bell. I made her movie theater nachos. I found her favorite pickles from Texas and I deep fried them for her. And then just like all her like candies and hot Cheetos. Like it doesn't mean like spending your entire bank account. It means just like being attentive, listening to the person, listen to the things they like.
Their first hangout was a date. She thought it was a date. She said, I love you first. He told her to go back to bed. Some fans find that story adorable. Others find it awkward. And a vocal portion of the internet believes it makes him seem immature. When a couple repeats their story across platforms, audiences begin analyzing it for subtext. Selena is framed as the romantic. Benny is framed as the lucky guy who stumbled into love. That dynamic doesn't bother everyone, but it does invite commentary.
Every day I say, I love you so much, like I love you a million times, and then I always
tell her how beautiful she is and how lucky I am to have her every day.
That's so annoyingly cute.
And I always want to do that because I want her to know that every day I don't take anything for granted. And I still look at her and my breath gets taken away in so many different ways. And I said it to her last night. We were sitting, we were in like the pool or something together last night, and we were just hanging out, and I was just like, you're so beautiful. And I don't mean that just physically. I'm saying like you can feel it. There's like a ring, like an aura around her that exudes just like warmth, and it just
like making me want to cry.
As the podcast criticism grew, online speculation expanded into other areas. A rare beauty video resurfaced where viewers claimed they couldn't see a tattoo Selena previously had.
It's literally a rose and with some, thing on the bottom. So why in this fucking video she did of rare beauty, where is that fucking tattoo? And I even slow motion the video so you can see her entire back, because in the video it was like 2 seconds because clearly they probably did not want us to see. But where can a tattoo just go? This is abnormal. This is one of the scariest points that made me believe like, yeah, okay, this is definitely not Selena. I don't know who the fuck this is, but it's not her. The tattoo cannot just disappear. And even if she got it laser removed, you know that there's always a mark. The tattoo does not fully go away. So what the fuck is going on? Mind you, I used to always watch Selena Gomez, and something is not right with her. This is not the same Selena Gomez. I don't know, during the kidney transplant, maybe her body refused it and she actually away. I'm literally getting chills right now even talking about this. Like,
that single observation ignited conspiracy theories. Some users suggested the tattoo disappearing meant something bigger. It's important to ground this immediately. Tattoo removal exists. Makeup and lighting can conceal ink. Camera angles distort details. There is absolutely no factual basis for extreme theories suggesting anything unusual. But conspiracy culture thrives on visual inconsistencies. Once suspicion starts, it spreads quickly. Then came the height debate. Selena is often listed around 5'5". Benny is frequently listed around 5'9". Yet in some photos, they appear nearly the same height. In others, she looks slightly taller. Social media users began comparing images of Benny next to Justin Bieber and Ed Sheeran, analyzing footwear and posture. Realistically, camera angles, shoes, and perspective can easily explain these differences. Height exaggeration jokes are common in pop culture. But what made this debate viral wasn't inches. It was symbolism. When audiences start questioning small details, it reflects a broader desire to test authenticity. Stepping back, Benny launching a podcast isn't unusual. Many celebrities are expanding into long-form media. Podcasts offer control over narrative and a chance to build direct audience connection. But stepping from behind-the-scenes producer into visible on-camera personality removes mystery. It exposes quirks and flaws. What feels charming among friends can feel polarizing to strangers. The unfiltered vibe that works in private doesn't always translate smoothly to millions of viewers. Meanwhile, Selena was photographed vacationing in Cabo with friends. Instead of celebrating her looking relaxed and happy, some online users began criticizing her body and comparing her to her teenage years. The contrast is striking. Benny's behavior becomes memes. Selena's appearance becomes scrutiny. That double standard says more about audience expectations than about their relationship. People have built an idealized version of Selena, and when reality doesn't align perfectly with that image, they search for explanations. There's also the possibility that the awkwardness isn't accidental. Controversial clips generate engagement. Debate fuels curiosity. Even critics contribute to visibility. In today's attention economy, being discussed can be more powerful than being universally liked. Whether viewers tune in to support or to criticize, they're still tuning in. But here's the bigger question. What if Selena isn't embarrassed at all? What if
I'm not scared of anything except flying.
Dude, we hate airplanes.
No, you don't understand. I take a boat when I go to Europe for 7.5 days.
What's that like being on a boat for 7.5 days? What do you do the whole time?
You're really on the Titanic. You're on a thing called Queen Mary 2. It's you and old people. Like half the people will die by the time you get there. Like, it's crazy.
Sure.
It's like a cruise ship.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate cruise ship. Like they wear suits. I can't even go eat anywhere because you have to wear a suit to everything. I bring all my own food. You know who got me hip to all the good stuff was Travis Barker.
Yeah, he doesn't fly.
He flies now though. He started flying.
Since he got together with Courtney.
Yeah, he said
she genuinely finds his personality entertaining? Relationships aren't built on optics. They're built on private compatibility that the public doesn't fully see. The internet often frames narratives in extremes. Either he's sabotaging her, or she's settling. Or it's all strategic PR. Reality is usually far less dramatic and far more human. At the end of the day, what we have is a producer experimenting with visibility, a global star navigating constant scrutiny, and an internet eager to analyze every frame. There's no confirmed scandal, no verified wrongdoing, just perception spreading faster than context. Maybe the real story isn't about feet, height, or missing tattoos. Maybe it's about expectations. The expectation that Selena must align with a certain image. The expectation that her partner must fit a certain mold. And when reality doesn't match the fantasy, the internet reacts. Whether this podcast fades into the background or reshapes how audiences view them remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. In today's culture, perception can become the narrative overnight. And sometimes, that reaction tells us more about the audience than the people being watched.